Good morning, teachers, and welcome to another episode of ScienceBus ScienceBus experiments. Today, we'll do a few experiments with the vacuum kit. In particular, we are going to carry out the experiment known as the magic balloon experiment, a very simple and useful activity for introducing the concept of atmospheric pressure and vacuum. To carry out this experiment, we will need the syringe, the vacuum chamber that you will find in the kit, the blue tube, and the orange nozzle. In addition, we will also need the yellow balloon and a small clip, which is already included in the kit as well. In this experiment, we will inflate the balloon, place it carefully inside the vacuum chamber, and remove all the air from inside the chamber, and then we will carefully observe what happens to our balloon. In the meantime, we have fitted a small pressure gauge on the chamber, which allows us to keep an eye on the pressure inside. Inflate the balloon, but not too much, or it will not fit in the chamber. And instead of tying it, I suggest closing it with a peg so you can reuse it several times. Once it has been completely inflated, we then carefully place it inside our chamber. We can carefully place the orange nozzle directly onto the very end of the blue tube. And after that, we securely attach the syringe onto the orange tube, making sure that it is firmly and properly in place. Ensure that you apply sufficient pressure to all of the components so that there are no air leaks. Okay, now with a bit of force, we draw out all the air from inside our vacuum chamber. Let's fetch the syringe and remove all the air inside. As you can see, magically, the balloon is inflating by itself. What we will notice is that the balloon will inflate even further because, of course, the air inside presses against the sides and no longer encountering the resistance of the air outside, it finds more room to expand even more. Once you have finished inflating it, to show the kids the effect of the air on the balloon, you will simply need to lift up the small valve behind the pressure gauge and let the air back into the chamber once again. This is a very enjoyable experiment that can be used to introduce the topic and also to help the kids to notice some fundamental characteristics of pressure. To discover more vacuum experiments, please keep following our experiments with ScienceBus ScienceBus.